Thank you, Deputy Speaker. My adjournment is for the Minister for Education. The action I'm seeking is for the Minister to deliver on this government's promise to provide sufficient security funding to Jewish schools so they can keep their students safe. According to the Executive Council of Australian Jewry, in the 2 months following the devastating attack on October 7 by terrorist organisation Hamas, we saw a 738% rise in anti-Semitic incidents compared to the same period last year. Unfortunately, this steep and ugly rise of anti-Semitism has been particularly apparent here in Victoria. We've seen protests and violence conducted in Jewish neighbourhoods, outside synagogues, designed to intimidate our Jewish community and target their faith. We've heard anti-Semitic chants, even in this place, calling for the complete destruction of Israel. And in the most hateful and intimidatory of acts, we have witnessed the targeting of Jewish schools. Mount Scopus Memorial College is a Jewish secondary school in Burwood. The college was targeted with disgraceful, hateful and anti-Semitic graffiti earlier this year. Because of this rise in hate and increased security risks in October 7, Mount Scopus is spending an additional $40,000 per month on guarding the school and its students, both primary and secondary. To date this year, the school has been forced to spend more than $1.2 million on security costs, including a need to post-October 7 to spend $50,000 on CCTV and tracking of their school buses. If this trend continues, families at Mount Scopus will be forced to pay almost $2,000 per student for security in 2025. We know these security concerns are being felt by all Jewish schools. Indeed, concerns have been so great that at some Jewish schools, students have been told not to wear their school uniforms outside school grounds, excursions have been cancelled and sporting events postponed due to the safety of students. Deputy Speaker, we are living in 2024, not 1934. The targeting of our Jewish community is morally repugnant and has no place in Victoria or anywhere. That's why I strongly supported the government's promise in November to provide $2 million to be shared between Jewish and Islamic schools to improve security. While a base $20,000 was provided to each school for security improvements, most importantly, the commitment included the ability for schools to apply for further funding for costs incurred for additional security measures beyond what schools generally require. Despite the significant increase in security costs incurred by Mount Scopus since October 7, their application for additional funding was rejected. At the same time, the Allen Labor government has hit the school with its unfair schools tax and will now collect more in tax from the school than the school receives in funding from the state government. The Education Minister stated that it's unacceptable that students or staff feel unsafe in the schools where they learn, work and play. I couldn't agree more, but actions speak louder than words, Minister. It's easy to come into this place and say never again, but schools like Mount Scopus are yet to receive this urgent support. I call on the Minister to provide this additional security funding as a priority.